See, Fifi's one of them people who, no matter how many times you see it fall out and it just be fucked up, you continue to do it the same way because you just don't fucking get it. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Episode 4. Like I was saying, Fifi is one of those people who, no matter how many times things go left about some shit that she did or said, she just ain't never going to change. She's just going to be Fifi, however fucked up that is. I'm sick of her already, and I'm ready for her to go. If I hear her say one more time, just once more, let me finish. Girl, you're not letting me finish. Don't nobody need to let you finish because you keep saying something fucked up. Shut up, Fifi. Just shut up. Talented individual, but it's like I'm getting where I don't even care what you're bringing. I just want you to shut up. Period. Anyway, Alyssa ended up standing in her decision of what it is she said. You know, it was what it was. She stood in it, and that was that. There was even a little period where Katya felt guilty and all of that. It was just kind of terrible. But the next day, they were like, look, Alyssa said, hey, I did what I did. I said what I said. I meant what I said. And I said, I'm not talking about it no more. Katya was like, hey, fuck it. It's done. We got things to do. And let's move on. I said, thank goodness, and let's go. Then you know I had to laugh because you know how Alyssa's always saying words wrong. How she said something about rigor mortis. And honey, that bitch said rigor mortis, honey. And I fell out. And they were like, rigor mortis? Girl, who's Morris, honey? And I fell out. Hey, I love Alyssa. Anyway, so Ru comes in. The challenge for the week is going to be movie remakes. And it was funny. And they were paired up. Fifi and Roxy. I immediately felt bad for Roxy. Detox and Katya, and Alaska and Alyssa. So they were actually redoing famous movies. A spoof on famous movies is what they were going to do. Detox and Katya did Thelma and Louise, but it was called Thelma and Wheezy Child. A mess. A hot mess. They were like zombies. And this was after they went over the cliff. And they continued the story on. Funny. It was funny as hell. Real B. You know how Ru does. Is that whole B-rated movie thing. Real funny. It was cool. Fifi and Roxy did Show Squirrels instead of Show Girls. And it was Nomi Malone actually is now grown and has a daughter who wants to be in show business. And right away, Fifi pulled it because, of course, and the little girl's supposed to be a pageant queen. She pulls, oh no, I think we should actually switch up. And the funny thing is the way that role was written, it was a lot of the stuff that Fifi has said her season. It was just like a coincidence that happened to be in there. She decided she wanted to switch it up. She didn't want to play herself, basically. She said, I think it would be funny if I played the pageant queen because that's different, and you play the other role. Roxy went on and went for it. I said, damn, Roxy, you're available. Went on and went for it, and Fifi basically stole. It was theirs was the best one. No, I'll take that back. I'll take that back. Theirs was really, really good. And Fifi just killed Roxy in it. She did. The whole role was just kind of blasé. Because Roxy's not an actress. It's not her thing. So she wasn't able to bring the funny to the part, whereas Fifi is a better actress, and she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She could have done either role. It would have been very easy for her to do herself, and they would have clocked her on the runway like, well, girl, you just played yourself. She knew what she was doing. She fucked Roxy, and Roxy just fell for it. The funniest of all three was Alaska and Alyssa. They actually did Whatever Happened to Baby JJ. No, and I'm sorry, it is not whatever happened. It was what had happened to Baby JJ. Funny as hell. It was a twist on Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, and they were both old bitches, and they were in a home, and she was still mistreating her child. That shit was so goddamn funny. And Alaska played the fuck out of Betty Davis. Do you understand me? Oh my God. I mean, she sound like her, moved like her, looked like everything. That goddamn Alaska. Baby, I'm so glad I ain't on here with Alaska. I am dying to get onto this show and do these things and challenges and experience the RuPaul Drag Race. But I'm so goddamn glad I ain't on there with Alaska. That goddamn Alaska, honey, is a force to be reckoned with. You understand me? If she does not win this, I'm going to be very, very shocked. But my girl is getting down. Do you understand me? Slaying it. But she was really good, and I thought Alyssa was good as well. Carrying on as the sister falls on the ground and getting the shit beat out of her. Then they actually had two guest appearances in theirs. They had Pork Chop, which was so funny when she said, "Hey, I brought some dinner. Guess what it is?" So I'm waiting to see a rat, honey. They pulled a thing up, and it's a head, honey, and it was Pork Chop. And they gonna say it's pork chops, honey. I said, oh no, they didn't have her head up in there, honey. Hilarious. Hilarious. And then they had Big Frida came. And Big Frida and her together beat the shit out of her, of the sister. Child, Big Frida was a nurse. And they beat the sister's ass together. I said, child, it was hilarious. I don't know who wrote them, who wrote the skits. I'm sure Rue has something to do with it. Funny as hell. I'm like, you know what? You have such a warped sense, Rue. It's just a warped sense of humor. You know, now it's bad enough that your sister beat you, but then your sister gonna get a nurse, and the nurse and her gonna beat you too. I said, Lord have mercy. I loved it. But anyway, in the bottom ended up being Katya, Alyssa, and Roxy, and the top was Fifi and Alaska. They had their challenge for the runway was two looks in one, and it was actually inspired by Vala Chachki because of that jumpsuit that she wore on their first runway on her season, which was everything. So they did the little two looks in one. Honey, Roxy killed it in this jumpsuit. Killed it. And then Alaska was like, okay, let me go ahead and lay it on out, honey. And came out as a little pound cake, honey. She came out in like a black veil and all this stuff. Very Alaska. And next year when she did her reveal, honey, spun around and came out, girl, and was little pound cake. I fell out. And it ended up Alaska won everything. Alaska got the $10,000. The two, Fifi and Alaska, got $1,000 shopping sprees to Fabric Planet. So you know I would have got my life with that. For making top two. They ended up doing their lip sync, and it was Sherlyn, Got to Be Real. And of course, Alaska killed Fifi in it because shit. I mean, there was nothing that she had to do basically, just show up because she was a little pound cake, funny as hell. So she just went through the number of being a little pound cake and did that at the end. she killed it, but she won. She ended up sending home Alyssa. It was everybody was like, what? And she sent her Melissa. And then the girls go backstage. Usually we get the message, woo, girl. We didn't get that. They did the message. They started into the message, but then they didn't finish. It said later on after her elimination, the girls come back. So they're all sitting around. This is what I'm talking about, Miss Fifi, honey. So Miss Fifi just running her gibbs, honey. Blah, 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 blah. And this, that, thing, and the other, and on and on and on. I'm glad this is going. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, she went on and on and on. And then she was running her mouth about everybody who had done got gone. She was just running her mouth, child. And you happen to look over, baby, it looked like a ghost story, honey. The mirror was a two-sided mirror. All the girls that got eliminated, baby, was standing behind the mirror looking at Miss Fifi talking shit on them, honey. I said, I told you, honey, keep it up, bitch. Keep it up. Keep it up, Miss Fifi. That mouth is going to get you in trouble. If you don't learn, you're going to learn one of these times, bitch. That mouth of yours is going to be your downfall. You are going to learn one of these times, honey. And they were all, they all salty about getting voted off. But now you're the last bitch that they seen doing all that chit-chat, honey. Someone's going to send you home, honey. And I'm so here for it. Anyway, all right, y'all. So I will see y'all next week. Later. One last thing before I go. Congratulations to RuPaul. Ru got nominated for and has now won the Emmy for RuPaul's Drag Race. Shit just got real. It's going to be even harder to get on the show now, but I'm so here for it. So here for it. So now it's not RuPaul's Drag Race. Now it's actually the Emmy award-winning RuPaul Drag Race. I'm so goddamn here for it. Congratulations, Ru girl. You are doing the damn thing, honey. Okay. Bye, guys.